Hey, it's Jeff at 650 Cycle. It is Memorial Weekend. It is Saturday, and I am like on track with what I'm supposed to be doing this weekend. You can see I got the tent up in the background. That was one thing. My son borrowed it last summer, and of course just brought it back yesterday, and so I set it up to kind of air it out. Anyways, we're here to talk about motorcycles, not tents. What I have here is my nephew's, I think it's an 01 or an 03 Vulcan 800. He brought it over, I cleaned it up, did a little bit of maintenance to it. We got the front caliper working on it. It was clicking, and I think what happened was the tensioner in the back had come loose and worked its way in, so the wheel was cocked and it was making some clicking noise. Got that sorted out. As far as I know, it still has an idle issue. Like with the choke off, it doesn't want to idle. So I put some seafoam in it. I'm going to go put some gas in it. I'm going to ride it a little bit, see if that helps clear things up, and we'll go from there. This is my son's FZ6R, and this is a 13, and I'm going to go take this for a ride. Same thing, he brought it over after he bought it. I did some maintenance items on it. Super easy stuff to do. The brake fluid was like coffee colored, so we changed that. Oiled the chain, did an oil change, put a battery in it, and it's ready to go too. I'm going to take the Vulcan first because I'm less likely to get in trouble with that. So I'm going to hook up the camera and get my helmet on, gear up, and we'll be off. Off we go on the Vulcan. I am going to stop and put some fuel in it. Oh, I don't like that clicking sound. It banged again. I rode it around the pole barn. Yeah, that ain't good. We're not going far on this one. I thought I had that fixed. Yeah, there's something up here on the drive gear that's not happy. So this one's got to be looked at. I thought the back wheel was kicked sideways, and that's what was causing the problem, but apparently not. Of course, it can't be that easy. But we're not done with this one. I was hoping we were. Oh, wow. It binds right up, too. Got a problem. It's broke. I hope we have better luck with this one. I have no idea how much gas is in this. Wow, is this ever foreign to me? I do not like that brake action. We're still gonna go for a ride, but I got to do a little more work with those brakes. Yeah, I posted something about this not being a vintage Honda, and somebody was like, that thing's a rocket, and I'm like, yeah, I know. And now I gotta worry about my son being on a rocket ship. I've never been on anything like this. We do have MT-03 trainers over at Delta, and I rode one of those and I liked it. Completely different bike, but a sport bike nonetheless. Do I have I don't have a gear indicator. So, I don't know. to grab harder, faster. Maybe I'm in top gear, I don't know. Yeah, it ain't going anymore, I'm in top gear. I guess I'm just used to my cruiser where gearing's a little bit different. This is a super nice bike. This thing's so stinking smooth. Yeah, I got 5,000 RPMs on the tach and it redlines at like almost 12. So I'm not even touching this. I'm just going for a quick ride. I do think I need to work those front brakes a little more. I'm not happy with the way they sit, and don't know if I have. Oh, there, that's the starter. I'm used to my Harley. Alright, my fuel light's on. It says I have 2 bars, whatever that means. It's not my bike, I'm not putting gas in it. Oh my word. This thing is an absolute beast. Ay, ay, ay. I ride vintage classic Honda motorcycles and a Harley Davidson, so yeah, this is like extremely foreign to me. It's so different. I could get used to that power though. Wow, that was fun. Yeah, that front brakes is squishy. We're gonna have to do something with that. So I thought I had 2 bikes fixed today, but I don't. You know, even just being on it mild, this thing could move so nice. So nice. I'm not trying to give a review on this. I have no idea about sport bikes. They're not my thing. I don't ride them. I like them. I think they're cool. And I'm glad he got this so that every time that he brings it over for me to do something to, I get to ride it. Ugh. You gotta be so careful on these bikes because they look so fast just sitting still. And what the heck are you waiting for, lady? This thing, I like it. It really does have smooth power. When you think of a sport bike, you think of having to be up in the RPMs all the time to get it to run good, and this just isn't that at all. I'm exceeding the speed limit quite a bit, but it came right back down. It definitely barks right up there. But you know, I'm not even doing 4,000 RPMs, 3,500 or 35 miles an hour, and it works just fine, really. It begs to be out on the highway going way too fast like that sign says. doesn't mind this at all. I thought it would be a little bit more high-strung and want to be up in the RPMs in order for it to work, but I'm happy with it. Know if it's the exhaust, if it's the muffler itself, or if there's something else going on for that backfire, but I think my bike. Yeah, that's a smooth bike, man. And like I said, it doesn't seem to mind, you know, being down in the RPM range like I was expecting it to need to be way up there, you know. But she barks pretty good and moves pretty good. So a little more work on the brakes, and I've got oil leaking out of that now, so fantastic. All right, so I wasn't as far along as I thought I was. This bike has some issues, and I was thinking it was just binding up. I thought the rear tire was twisted and the alignment was off, and I thought that's what was causing the noise. And when he got it, this side cover was off, which tells me somebody else was having problems with it. So it's making a lot of clicking, banging noises like it shouldn't. It might just be a clutch issue where the clutch is loose, but the clutch seems to be acting fine. It's beyond me. I don't know. Right now, it's rolling really super hard, almost like it's in gear, but it's not. It just has this constant resistance to it. So there's something going on with it, and I don't know what it is, and it is beyond me trying to figure it out. So I guess I can say I'm kind of done with this bike. I'm going to call him and tell him to come pick it up and figure out what he wants to do with it, because I don't know. The FZ6. I bled the brakes out again, and I'm not really getting a lot more out of it. There's no air in them. It's just they're not coming out like they should. So it may be an issue of he needs to take it somewhere and get somebody else to work on it, because I don't think there's anything else I can do with it. He's going to ride it tomorrow. When we go on our ride, he'll get used to the brakes on it. They work. They're just not as strong as what I feel they should be. I mean, this bike should do a stoppie, right? I don't think it's going to the way it sits, but I don't know. Maybe it will. That's the only thing wrong with this, and it's not even a huge issue. It's just a minor thing where it's something isn't performing like it should. I really think it needs to be fixed, though. So, well, there you have it. I thought I had two bikes fixed. Kind of just doing maintenance on both of them, and the one turned out to be a bigger issue than I thought, and the other one, it's okay. It'll work, and really nothing wrong with it, but something is just not working as good as it could be. It's not at its optimum performance. So he's going to take it and ride it and figure out what he wants to do with it at that point. I do have a buddy that might be able to go through and get it a little bit better than when I can get it. I don't know. They had plenty of pad on it, so I don't know. Well, that's where we are, and I'm going to sign off, and I hope you all have a wonderful Memorial Day, and if you're out riding, ride safe.